Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we've got none other than my October bullet journal plan with me video. I put a poll up on my Twitter a couple weeks ago asking you guys which theme you'd most prefer to see for this month, and playing cards won. It was quite close with sunsets, which is another theme that I really want to do, but for this month then, playing cards it is. So for the first page here, I just wrote out October on a sort of sash, a little ribbon, and I mainly just used my brush pens for everything. And I also use a lot of my Fineliners for this whole video. And of course the accent color is black and red, like the clubs on the cards. So yeah, I just drew a bunch of cards around the title, just kind of framing it a little bit, and I ended up just kind of freehanding it mostly for the rest of the video. I started off by using a ruler, but my ruler is really dirty and it just made everything a little bit more messy. So I ended up just freehanding it pretty much, which was good practice for my straight line drawing. So then I went in and just added a bunch of clubs to the cards. I just kind of randomly made them. I didn't add any numbers to any of the cards. I just kind of used the symbols. So yeah, for my monthly spread, I just wrote out October in cursive over there at the top and two little playing cards next to it because I thought I looked cute. Next up, I just drew in my monthly overview, and yeah, I again freehanded it because I was feeling bold. And I know, by the way, that I did the monthly overview wrong. I made it go up to Sunday in the last week, but it actually ends on a Thursday if I'm not wrong. But I did fix this, don't worry. I fixed it, but after the video when I actually realized I'd done it wrong. So please don't bully me in the comments, I know it's wrong. Yeah, I then added black and red little dots into every day, and those are the little circles where I'm going to write in the days of the month. And then I added a little black header kind of sash at the top with my brush pen that I am then going to write in the days of the week with a white jelly roll pen later. And then for my monthly goals and my monthly YouTube planner, I just made two little cards over there on the side. That's where I'm going to be writing in my YouTube videos for the month and just any YouTube planning that I might need to write down, and of course my goals for the month. I of course then added drop shadows to everything because it just made everything pop a little better, and because they're meant to be playing cards, I just thought it looked cute. Also, I should probably mention that for the red for this month, I'm just using my Crayola Supertip in red. That's pretty much the only red I used for this month. I then of course decorated all the extra white blank spaces on the page with a bunch of cards, and big cards, small cards, whatever, just wherever I could find a little space, I just added a bunch of playing cards. And then of course I went in and added the clubs to all of the cards, and then with my white jelly roll pen I added in the days of the week over there at the top. And that was pretty much it for my monthly spread. I then went in and added a drop shadow to my monthly calendar, which again, I know is wrong. I fixed it afterwards. Don't worry. And after that, it was time for my habits and expense tracker. So for my habits tracker, I again decided to go in for the calendar approach for each tracker. I've been really enjoying this whole layout, and I decided it'd be cool to make each tracker inside of a playing card. So I drew out 9 playing cards over here, which I normally have 9 trackers just because I think it fills up the page nicely. Yeah, I drew out all these playing cards and then I allocated a different tracker for each one. And what I did was I basically used a gray pen to add in the calendar for the month in each one, just the outline of the calendar. And yes, again, I know that the calendar is wrong. I fixed this too, okay? Basically, what this does is when I fill in a tracker, I will just go in with either a red pen or a black pen, depending on which card it is, and add a little dot to the respective day that I fulfill that habit. So yeah, then I kind of added a club to each card, so it was red, black, etc. And then just wrote in the habits for each card. And that was pretty much it for my habits tracker. I think it looks super cute. Very excited to fill these out. And then on the next page, it was time for my expense tracker. And I decided to do something crazy this month and actually decorate my expense tracker. If you know me, you know that my expense tracker is always really boring because yeah, I needed to be nice and spacious, and I decided that this month, since it's like a card theme, I could easily decorate it without sacrificing much space. So I made the expense tracker into a card and added a club of hearts to the top corner and the bottom corner, and then used my gray Tombow dual brush pen as per usual and added interlocking shading to every other row. I think it ended up looking really nice and still very functional, which is exactly what I wanted. So that was it for my trackers. Next double spread, it was time for my brain dump. And I kind of kept this one a little simple. I know that last month I went a bit crazy and I made it into like a bento box and it was very design based, but yeah, just kind of filled in the corners with some playing cards and gave myself as much room as possible because this month is going to be pretty busy for me. So I need to have as much space as I possibly can to make all my lists. So that was it for my brain dump. Really easy, really simple. After that, it was time for my first weekly spread. So again, I went a bit crazy and I decided to do a little layout that I've never done before, which is kind of just like sporadic days of the month. I drew out a bunch of playing cards, 7 to be exact, of course, and each one of these playing cards is going to be a different day of the week. Drew out all these cards, and each card is obviously going to have a different club. So it's again red, black, and then I added the week 30 to 6 at the top, and then the other blank space that I had over there at the bottom, I obviously am going to write in my weekly tasks. It's a very small weekly tasks box, but hopefully I can make do. I then added a little line at the top of each card, and I'm going to write my events above the line and all of my tasks below the line. It's a nice kind of easy way to separate your events from your tasks for every day of the week, and I find that really helpful. And after that, I just went in and added the days of the month to each of the cards next to the club. And then, of course, went in and added just the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Then, of course, I added some drop shadows to all of the cards because one cannot live without drop shadows. It is just not possible. So yeah, after that was done, that's pretty much it for my October bullet journal plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you planned along with me. If you do recreate any of these spreads, do not hesitate to tag me in them on Instagram or on Twitter. I love seeing them and I love seeing your recreations. Have a wonderful October and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!